Hi guys, so welcome back to lesson 5. In this lesson, we're going to learn about range and interquartile range. You can pause the video a little bit here so that you can write down the heading for the lesson. So the goal for this lesson is that we can calculate the range and interquartile range for a data set. Okay, so just to get you thinking about the lesson here. So imagine that you are scouting for a new player for a team in the NBA. Now this player needs to score consistently. Okay, so who would you pick out of the two players below? So first you have Thomas. Okay, and you can see his statistics, his scoring for the last 10 games. You can you also have Harrison. Okay, and again you have the statistics of his last 10 games. Okay, so pause the video here for a little bit and have a think about it, then unpause it to hear the answer. So you can say that I'm going to pick Thomas because you know, in some of the games Thomas scored more than Harrison. Okay, now you can also say that on the other hand, in some other games Thomas does score or scored less than Harrison as well. Okay, and in that case you may want to pick Harrison instead, because if you think back to our requirement, we want a player who scores consistently, right? And we can see here that Harrison is a more consistent player. Usually score in the 20s, in the 30s, in comparison to Thomas, who sometimes can score in like the 10s as well. Okay, so based on our requirement, I would say Harrison would be picked this time. Now, here's some notes that I would like you to write down for this lesson. You can pause the video so that you have some time to write down notes. So the first one is that the range and interquartile range here show us how spread out a set of data is. Okay, they measure. They are a measure of spread. Now, last time we learned about outliers in lesson 4, and in that lesson we said that outliers affects the mean, but not the median and the mode. Well, in this lesson, we're going to learn that the outliers, they affect the range, but not the interquartile range, okay, or IQR. And I'm going to show you why in a moment. So to calculate the range for a set of data, what we do is use this equation here. So range is equal to the highest number minus the lowest number. Now, to calculate the interquartile range is a bit more complicated, okay? But as long as you follow the steps, you should be fine. So step number 1 here, what we're going to do is we're going to sort data in ascending order. Okay, so again, remember that ascending order, that means we are sorting it from smallest to largest. Okay, and step number 2 here is we're going to find the median. Okay, and you will find that a lot of questions that we're going to do, we have to find the median anyway. Okay, so these first 2 steps here, you would have to do them anyway. Okay, now step number 3 here is we are going to exclude the median. So we're just going to ignore the median for a moment, and we're going to split the data into 2 equal sized groups. So in these 2 groups, we do not include the median. Step number 4, what we're going to do is we are going to find the median of the lower half. Okay, so you have 2 groups now, and each of those groups is going to have the middle number. So that's what we're going to find, and we call the median of the lower half the lower quartile. And also we are going to find the median of the upper half as well, and that is called the upper quartile. Okay, and then once we got these two, we're going to use the equation interquartile range is equal to upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So here is some example. So first of all, finding the range. Okay, now you can remember that our equation is range is equal to the highest minus the lowest. Okay, and you probably can work out which is the highest and which is the lowest from just looking at the data sets. Now what we're going to do here, and I do recommend that you do this, is to rearrange these numbers into ascending order. Okay, and it's a good habit to do because, like I said, many of the questions that you're going to do later on, okay, requires you to do that in a way to order number in ascending order. Okay, so we have 1 here. What I'm going to do is, as I go along, I'm just going to cross out the numbers so that I know which number I've got. 2, 3, 4, 5 here. We have 8. 12. That's the last one. Okay. So just take like a minute to do this, and this extra minute is going to help you a lot later on. Okay, so we can see here that the highest, sometimes you would see this as the maximum. Right? Another way to say the highest number, the maximum. So in this case it's 12, and the lowest is 1. Right? So the range here is going to be 12 minus 1. It's going to give us 11. Now I'm going to do the same thing for B. I'm going to rearrange this. Now, the thing about question B here is it involves negative number. Alright? So be careful when you rearrange the negative numbers in ascending order. So I can see that negative 24, that's going to be the smallest. Okay? It's going to be the smallest number here. It's the most negative. Then we have negative 20, and negative 6, 7, 12, and 19. Okay, so our highest for this case is 19, and our lowest is negative 24. So the range here is equal to 19 minus, be careful here, we are subtracting negative 24. Okay, and if you remember from subtraction of negative numbers, when you subtract a negative, that is the same as adding the opposite. So we are adding positive. That's going to give us 43. Okay, be careful when you deal with negative number. So we're going to check with with the textbook answer here. And yeah, first one is 11, second one is 43. Okay, now the second example here, we are going to find the IQR. So remember, the first step is to rearrange these numbers into ascending order. So 1, 2, 4. So the next one is 8, 10. We have 13, 14, 15. Okay, and the second step is to find the median, right? And what I'm going to count from the outside in. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so that means that we have 2 middle numbers. Okay, and remember that when we have 2 middle numbers, it's going to be the middle of these two. And you probably can work out what it is, but I'm going to use the equation. I'm going to add these two, so 8 plus 10. That's going to give me 18. Then divided by 2 is going to give me 9. Okay? And then what I'm going to do, right, I want to divide this into the upper group and the lower group. So the lower half here, we have 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay, I'm not gonna write 9. Okay, remember we're excluding the median. And we also have upper half, which is going to be 10, 13, 14, and 15. And then the next step is we're going to find the middle of these two groups. Okay, so you can probably see the middle of the lower half here is going to be between 2 and 4. So we call the lower quartile. And remember, what we're doing here is the same thing as finding the median. Again, you probably can work out this is going to be 3. And I'm going to use the equation. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Divided by 2 is 3. Okay. And the upper quartile, let's say that's going to be between 13 and 14. Okay. Now, using the equation, 13 plus 14 is 27. 27 divided by 2 is going to give me 3. So the IQR, interquartile range, is the upper quartile, 13.5. Subtract the lower quartile is 3. It's going to be 10. Okay, so for B here, okay. Alright, so again, we are going to sort the numbers in descending order. 2, 3, 4, 6. Excuse me, 6 there. 7. And you can see we have 3, 8. 2, 3, 9, 10. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Beautiful. It's always a good thing to check that you've got all the numbers. Okay. Now, also, an interesting thing is that this may have 11 numbers. Okay. That means that when we count from the outside in, okay, let's count this. We're going to have we're going to only have one middle number, right? So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so our middle number here is 8 here. Alright? So different to problem A, we have 2 middle numbers. This one we only have 1. So remember that we have to exclude the median here. Okay, so these will be our lower half. And these will be our upper half. Okay. So if we just have a look at these one here, so 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. You can work out the lower quartile. Okay, which is the middle of the lower half, right? And you can see that 4 is going to be the middle of the lower half. So lower quartile is 4. And I can do the same thing to the upper half to find the upper quartile. And that is going to be, well, 9 seems to be in the middle. So we have 9. The IQR, interquartile range, take the upper quartile. Okay, and we'll write UQ here. So upper quartile minus lower quartile. So 9 minus 4. That's going to give us 5. Okay, alright, let's check our answer. So the first one we have 10.5, the second one we have 5. Textbook answer. Yep, so 10.5 for A and 5 for B. Okay, so hopefully this helps you with finding out the interquartile range, and I'm just going to leave you with a little bit of joking. So another measurement. Okay, so I hope you had fun with that, and I hope that my explanation makes sense to you. Here's the questions that I would like you to do. If you feel confident, you can start with the accomplished questions and then move on to expert questions. If you feel that you need a bit of help, go to the beginner questions first and then move on to the accomplished questions. Okay, so that's it for the lesson today. Thank you for joining in, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye!